VPN creates a secure, encrypted connection between your device and a remote server, often used to protect your data when you're on public Wi-Fi networks or to access restricted content. By routing your traffic through a secure server, a VPN masks your real IP address, making it look like you're browsing from another location. It enhances privacy, hides your online activities, and protects against hackers when using untrusted networks. DNS is like the internet's phone book. When you type a domain name like www.google.com into your browser, DNS translates that name into the corresponding IP address, like 172.217.1046. Without DNS, you'd have to remember long numerical IP addresses for every site you visit, which would be tedious. DHCP is responsible for assigning IP addresses to devices within a network. Instead of manually configuring each device, DHCP automatically gives out IP addresses from a pre-configured pool whenever a new device connects. NAT is used to modify the source or destination IP addresses of packets as they pass through a router. It allows multiple devices within a local network to share a single public IP address. A VLAN allows network administrators to create logically separated networks within a physical network. Even though devices may be physically on the same network, a VLAN can isolate traffic between them for better security, performance, and manageability. For example, a company may have different VLANs for the accounting department, marketing, and the general staff, reducing unnecessary traffic and improving security. A router is a device that connects different networks, such as a local network to the internet. Routers use IP addresses to determine the best route for data to travel from one network to another. They also provide additional features like firewalls, NAT, and DHCP services, and ensure devices on different networks can communicate effectively. A switch connects multiple devices within the same network and uses MAC, media access control, addresses to forward data to the correct device. A firewall is a security device or software that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic. It acts as a barrier between your internal network and the external world, blocking unwanted traffic and allowing safe traffic based on predefined security rules. Firewalls are essential for protecting networks from cyber attacks, viruses, and unauthorized access. OSI model, Open Systems Interconnection Model. The OSI model is a conceptual framework that divides network communication into 7 layers. Physical layer deals with the physical transmission of data over media like cables or wireless signals. Data link layer ensures reliable communication between two devices by managing MAC addresses and data frames. Network layer routes data to the correct destination based on IP addresses. Transport layer ensures reliable end-to-end communication, providing flow control and error correction. Session layer manages sessions and maintains the state of communication. Presentation layer formats and encrypts data for the application layer, ensuring data is readable. Application layer interacts with software applications to provide network services. A WAN is a network that spans a large geographic area, connecting multiple LANs, local area networks. The internet is the largest example of a WAN. WANs are typically slower and more expensive to maintain than LANs, but are essential for connecting devices across long distances. A MAC address is a unique identifier assigned to each network interface card, NIC, used to connect devices to a network. It's a 48-bit address used by switches and routers to direct traffic within a local network. MAC addresses operate at the data link layer of the OSI model and help ensure data is delivered to the correct device in a local area network. ARP is used to map an IP address to its corresponding MAC address within a local network. When a device wants to communicate with another device on the same network, it sends an ARP request to find out the recipient's MAC address. This ensures the data reaches the right physical device, as routers rely on MAC addresses for communication within local networks. ICMP is used for error reporting and diagnostic purposes within a network. One of the most common uses of ICMP is the ping command, which checks if a device is reachable on a network and measures latency. VoIP allows voice communication to be transmitted over the internet instead of traditional phone lines. Services like Skype, Zoom, and WhatsApp use VoIP to enable voice and video calls. VoIP offers cost-effective, high-quality communication and is increasingly replacing traditional telephony systems for businesses and individuals alike. A LAN is a network confined to a small geographic area, such as a home, office, or campus. It connects devices like computers, printers, and servers, allowing them to share resources and communicate efficiently. LANs can be wired using Ethernet cables or wireless using Wi-Fi. A load balancer distributes network traffic across multiple servers, ensuring no single server is overwhelmed with too much traffic. Load balancing improves website uptime, application performance, and scalability, allowing businesses to manage large amounts of traffic while maintaining reliability and speed. NFC allows devices to exchange data over short distances, typically less than 10 cm. It's widely used for contactless payments like Apple Pay, quick device pairing, and access control systems. MPLS is a routing technique used in large networks to improve the speed and efficiency of data traffic. It uses labels to make routing decisions instead of relying solely on IP addresses. SD-WAN is a modern approach to managing a wide area network. It uses software to control the flow of data across multiple network connections, such as broadband, LTE, or MPLS, ensuring better performance, security, and cost efficiency compared to traditional WAN architectures. A proxy server acts as an intermediary between your device and the internet. When you connect to a website through a proxy, your requests are sent through the proxy server, which fetches the data and returns it to you. Proxies are often used to increase privacy, filter content, and cache frequently accessed web pages for faster browsing. They can also help bypass geographical restrictions by masking your IP address and making it appear as though you're browsing from another location. BGP is the protocol that manages how data is routed between different networks on the internet. It's responsible for determining the most efficient path for data to travel between large-scale networks, called autonomous systems, ASCs. BGP is essential for maintaining the stability of the internet by preventing routing loops and ensuring that data can be sent across the most optimal route based on factors like network performance and availability. QoS is a technique used to manage network traffic, ensuring that critical applications like VoIP or video conferencing receive priority over less time-sensitive data, like file downloads. QoS helps guarantee that high-priority traffic is delivered with low latency and minimal jitter, improving the user experience for services that depend on real-time communication. It is particularly important in networks where bandwidth is limited and needs to be allocated efficiently. These are some of the must-know networking concepts. No matter what professional IT job you are pursuing, these are a must. Learn these really well before moving on to more advanced topics.